Life is short. You've heard it before, but do you really understand what that means? Let's get blunt. The average human has about 30,000 days on this earth. That's if you're lucky. Now take a minute to do the math. If you're 30, you've already burned through about 11,000 of those days. If you're 40, you've crossed the halfway mark. Those days? Gone. Never coming back. And yet, most people live as if time is infinite, as if they can waste entire decades scrolling, procrastinating, overthinking, and avoiding the things that truly matter. You probably tell yourself, I'll get to that someday. But here's the ugly truth. Someday is a seductive lie. A phantom that tricks you into thinking you have all the time in the world. You don't. Someday is how people waste their lives. So what are you going to do about it? Are you going to wake up tomorrow and live like it actually matters? Or are you going to shuffle through the same routines, letting days bleed into weeks, weeks into months, until one day you realize it's over? Here's something people don't talk about enough. Why does time seem to speed up as you get older? Think about when you were a kid. How summers felt like they lasted forever. How every day seemed to stretch on and on. But now, years blur together and you can barely remember what you did last Tuesday. This isn't just in your head. It's how your brain works. Your mind measures time by the novelty of experiences. As a child, everything is new. First steps, first friends, first heartbreaks. Your brain records everything because it's constantly learning. But as you get older, life becomes a loop. Same job, same commute, same Netflix shows. Your brain stops paying attention because nothing stands out. Days blur together, and before you know it, another year has vanished. But you can hack this. If you want time to feel slower, if you want to feel alive again, you need to break out of the loop. Take a new route to work. Try a hobby you've always been too scared to start. Talk to strangers. Travel somewhere you've never been. Force your brain to wake up. Every new experience stretches time and gives your life more texture and meaning. Most people confuse being busy with being productive. They fill their days with meetings, emails, errands, and tasks that don't actually matter. Let me ask you this. If you were on your deathbed right now, would you care about the hours you spent tweaking PowerPoint slides, scrolling Instagram, or binging a mediocre show? Number. You'd regret the time you didn't spend with the people you love, the dreams you didn't chase, and the risks you were too scared to take. Here's the harsh reality. Busyness is a trap. It's a socially acceptable way to avoid confronting what really matters in life. The question you should be asking yourself every day is simple. Is this worth my time? Not, is this urgent? Or, is this what everyone else is doing? But does this align with the life I want to live? If the answer is no, cut it out, ruthlessly. Life is too short to waste on things that don't serve your purpose. Comfort is the enemy of growth. The longer you stay in your comfort zone, the smaller your world becomes. Think about it. How many people do you know who are stuck in jobs they hate, relationships that drain them, or habits that slowly destroy them? Because it's easier than facing the discomfort of change. Here's the uncomfortable truth. Growth is painful, it's awkward, it's scary, but it's the only way to truly live. Every time you avoid a challenge, every time you choose comfort over growth, you're shrinking your potential. You're trading a life of meaning for a life of mediocrity. If you want to live wisely, you have to embrace discomfort. Take the job that scares you. Have the difficult conversation. Try the thing you're convinced you'll fail at. Because every time you step outside your comfort zone, you expand it. And the more you grow, the more life you get to experience. Let's get something straight. Your health isn't just about living longer. It's about living better. What's the point of having 30,000 days if most of them are spent tired, stressed, or sick? Your body is the vehicle that carries you through life. And if you neglect it, everything else suffers. Stop telling yourself you'll sleep when you're dead. Sleep isn't a luxury, it's essential. It's when your brain clears out toxins, processes memories, and restores your energy. Without it, you're a walking zombie, making bad decisions, snapping at people, and wasting your days in a fog. And don't even get me started on movement. Your body was built to move, not to sit in a chair for 8 hours a day. Exercise isn't optional if you want to live fully. It doesn't have to be complicated. Walk more, stretch, do push-ups during TV commercials. The goal isn't to look good on Instagram, it's to feel alive. Your relationships are the most important part of your life, period. But here's the thing. Relationships don't maintain themselves. They're like bank accounts. Every small interaction is either a deposit or a withdrawal. A kind word? Deposit. Forgetting someone's birthday? Withdrawal. And just like a real bank account, you can't keep taking without putting something in. Most people think they'll fix their relationships with grand gestures, fancy gifts, extravagant vacations, dramatic apologies. But the truth is, it's the small, consistent acts that matter most. Checking in with a friend, listening without interrupting, showing up when it's inconvenient. These are the things that build trust and connection over time. And let's get real. Stop ghosting people just because you're busy. Stop treating your friends and family like afterthoughts. The people in your life won't always be there. If you're lucky, they'll leave you gradually. If you're not, you'll wake up one day and realize they're gone. People waste years searching for their passion, as if it's some magical thing that will appear if they wait long enough. Newsflash: passion doesn't just show up. It's something you create through action, experimentation, and persistence. Start small. Try things. Fail. Learn. Keep going. Your purpose isn't some grand, preordained destiny. It's the result of consistently pursuing what interests you and what challenges you. And stop chasing money as if it's the end-all, be-all of life. Sure, money matters. It gives you freedom. But obsessing over it is a trap. The real wealth is time. The real freedom is waking up every day and doing something that matters to you. Here's the harsh truth. Most people won't change after hearing this. They'll nod, agree, and go right back to wasting their lives. Don't let that be you. Your time is running out. Use it wisely.